in Rocky Top. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another SEC rival, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will come out first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better.
Makes a grab on the shot. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Kane. Pocket breaking down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Volunteers are on the move. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal with the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll keep it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who can run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys too. I think about run, I think about tempo, I think about scrambling around, making plays, just having that dude at the QB spot.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
To the air, it's Pineda. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him. It really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the 1st down, even though he was double teamed.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's open. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top. Works the middle of the field. At the 40, there he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Pineda. Got his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They want to run this quarterback. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking to throw, it's Pineda. Finds his target down the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you...
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. to start for this offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it.
Touchdown ball! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense, aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Pineda. Gets open down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's high. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Shows him the stiff arm. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best.
Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here is the Tennessee offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Puts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Gonna run it. It's carry on. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good timing on the quick out. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got his man in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Hard running there. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Oh, they're after him. Fires downfield. He makes a grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Touchdown, Aggies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. And the 35 has got room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, Let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Vols will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. It's a fumble! And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Reads it, fires complete. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. Inside the touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To the air, it's Kane. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Thanks to grab. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by him.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Inside the 45. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the tight end. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Kane. And wings it incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these cuts.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Vols had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The inside handoff. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. And the Aggies are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Texas A&M going quickly. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking down the middle. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football. Almost had the big play.
The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. Looking for a man. It's Pineda. The short hand to Totem. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Tennessee, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to pass, it's King. Working that wide receiver screen. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against a defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the shotgun on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Scanning the field, it's King. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. RPO complete to open the drive. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Finds his man down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a connection. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to throw, it's Pineda. They're working that left side. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keep...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just... the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Odom. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's King. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds a man on the left.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.